The apartment job episode 5 shifts the story in a completely unexpected direction. What began as a carefully planned scheme to steal the apartment complex's emergency fund suddenly becomes much more complicated as hidden enemies emerge, secrets begin falling apart, and Hae Kang finds himself dealing with problems he never expected. By the end of the episode, the biggest threat is no longer the missing money. It is the possibility that someone has uncovered his entire deception. The episode begins on an uneasy note after Ha-ri proudly celebrates Hae Kang, proving that he is not involved in corruption. Instead of sharing her optimism, everyone around her reacts with uncomfortable silence. The audience already knows why. Almost every major character is hiding something, making Ha-ri's faith in Hae Kang both sweet and tragic. At the same time, Hae Kang cannot stop thinking about the blood he saw on Chung-won the previous night. It is a reminder that powerful people are becoming increasingly desperate to protect their own interests. Chung-won's storyline also takes a darker turn. Meeting with influential officials over dinner, he is told that the Oman Newtown controversy must disappear before it grows into a major political scandal. His response reveals exactly how far he is willing to go. Instead of investigating the truth, he pressures everyone involved in the cultural relic survey to solve the problem by any means necessary. When one official points out that the only way to eliminate the controversy is if the discovered relics are declared fake, Chung-won immediately sees an opportunity. Rather than protecting history, he decides to manipulate it. He later bribes the lead surveyor into declaring the relics fraudulent. However, the surveyor reveals an important detail. The relics came from completely different historical periods and could never naturally have been discovered together. Someone deliberately planted them. That single revelation confirms that the archaeological discovery was staged from the very beginning. Although Chung-won now understands the truth, his priority remains covering up the scandal rather than exposing whoever orchestrated it. Meanwhile, Ha-ri continues balancing her fake family arrangement with Hae Kang. While talking with a friend, she tries explaining the type of man Hae Kang really is. Her friend suspects he plans to steal the residents' money before disappearing. Ha-ri immediately rejects the accusation. Yet when asked to describe Hae Kang's true personality, she struggles to find the right words. It quietly suggests that even she no longer fully understands him. One surprisingly heartwarming scene comes during Hae Kang's first official day as apartment president. His assistant prepares a celebratory meal. Everyone is shocked when Hae Kang actually sits down and eats with them. The moment may seem small, but it highlights how the relationship between Hae Kang and the people around him is slowly changing. He is becoming less like a distant con artist and more like someone genuinely connecting with those around him. At the management office, congratulations continue pouring in. Flowers, gifts, and messages arrive from residents and business owners eager to build a relationship with the new president. However, Mr. Choi quietly warns everyone to stay alert. A flashback reveals that he witnessed how brutally Chung-won treated the previous apartment president. His concern is justified. Behind every friendly smile lies political pressure that could quickly become dangerous. The apartment's 121 shop owners also line up to greet Hae Kang. Instead of allowing gifts and favors to influence him, Ms Jang steps forward and publicly refuses every offering on Hae Kang's behalf. Her actions appear supportive, but they also place Hae Kang under constant scrutiny. Every decision he makes will now be closely observed. Family Sports Day provides a welcome change of pace before the tension returns. When Jeong-book begins crying during his performance, Ha-ri immediately rushes to help. Ms Jang criticizes her, insisting mothers should focus on their children instead of work. Hae Kang quickly turns the situation into a positive public relations opportunity by joining the event himself. The highlight comes during the family relay race. Hae Kang, Ha-ri, and Jeong-book compete together in a four-legged race. Even though they stumble several times, they eventually cross the finish line together. It becomes one of the episode's most charming moments because, despite their fake relationship, they genuinely look like a happy family. That happiness does not last. After the celebration, Hae Kang suddenly tells Ha-ri that she no longer needs to come to work. He promises to pay everything she is owed and even offers to send her belongings home. His decision catches both Ha-ri and the audience completely off guard. Although he claims to be helping her, the emotional impact is obvious. Ha-ri feels abandoned. Unable to hide her disappointment, she spends the evening drinking alone while Hae Kang quietly begins tying up loose ends before carrying out his plan. He even forgives the lizard's outstanding debt, suggesting he believes he will soon disappear for good. The following morning finally arrives. Everything has been carefully prepared. Hae Kang and his team head to the bank expecting to collect the apartment's emergency funds before vanishing. Instead, they make an astonishing discovery. The account is almost empty. Only a handful of coins remain. The money has already disappeared. This completely changes the direction of the story. Until this moment, viewers believed Hae Kang was the only person attempting to steal the emergency fund. The empty account proves someone else reached it first. The hunter has suddenly become the victim. Rather than escaping with a fortune, Hae Kang now has to investigate who stole the money before he did. That also forces him into another unexpected decision. Instead of ending his fake family arrangement with Ha-ri, he asks her to return for the remaining 2 weeks. His original plan is no longer possible. Now he needs information more than distance. The investigation into the emergency fund becomes Hae Kang's new priority. He also begins asking detailed questions about how the apartment's finances are managed, hoping to discover where the missing money actually went. Meanwhile, Chung-won's investigation into the planted relics continues making progress. His men move closer to identifying whoever staged the archaeological discovery, bringing another threat closer to Hae Kang. Elsewhere, Ms Jang quietly gathers information of her own. She overhears Hae Kang's assistants threatening the lizard to stop gambling. At first, the conversation seems insignificant. In reality, it becomes another piece of a much larger puzzle. The episode also continues exploring Ha-ri's relationship with Jeongbuk. While walking home together, she gently asks him to call her sister whenever they are alone. The request reflects the unusual balance she tries to maintain. Publicly, she must continue pretending to be part of a family. Privately, she still struggles to define exactly what role she plays in the child's life. Another complication arrives when Ha-ri's own sister, Ms Jang, unexpectedly returns and sees Ha-ri with Jeongbuk. Although nothing dramatic happens immediately, her arrival creates another secret that may become increasingly difficult to hide. The episode's biggest turning point arrives during its final moments. Chung-won finally realizes how the fake relic discovery was organized and begins piecing together Hae Kang's involvement. Almost at the same time, Ha-ri decides she truly intends to leave her job and goes to speak with Hae Kang. Unfortunately, they have this conversation in the worst possible location, outside Ms Jang's apartment. Without realizing anyone is listening, they openly discuss ending the fake arrangement. Ms Jang overhears enough to understand the truth. The carefully constructed image of Hae Kang, Ha-ri, and their family immediately begins to collapse. This final revelation completely changes the stakes moving forward. Until now, Hae Kang believed his greatest problem was recovering the missing emergency fund before someone exposed his operation. Now he faces an even greater threat. Someone intelligent, observant, and deeply involved in apartment affairs has discovered that his entire family life is built on deception. At the same time, Chung-won is closing in on the truth behind the planted relics, while the real thief behind the missing emergency fund remains unidentified. Episode 5 ends by placing Hae Kang in an increasingly impossible position. His original heist has failed, powerful enemies are getting closer to uncovering his secrets, and the one person who seemed determined to protect his reputation now knows the truth about his fake family. With both his criminal plan and his carefully maintained identity beginning to unravel at the same time, the next episode promises to test whether Hae Kang can stay one step ahead or whether every lie he is told is finally about to catch up with him.